Well, we're here at Hillgrounds after our 3-1 win in the FA Cup here today. James, start with you. Bit of a different game to what it was on Wednesday. I felt like we controlled large parts of it, but when they got a goal back in the end, it just made it a little bit more nervy than maybe it should have been.
Yeah, agreed, Lee. I think chalk and cheese to the halves probably swapped, didn't they? So on Wednesday we started quite poorly. Today we started really well and obviously got the early goals, a 2-goal lead at half time, quite comfortable. Like you say, it being a cup game and even getting the third goal, and then when Kempston got the first one, had to make it 3-1, and we went down to 10 men through an injury and using all our subs. It certainly made it a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, but I was really pleased for the club that we've got through and get down to the next draw of the hat now.
Might be a bit early to get a prognosis on Weddy, but obviously we finished with 10, went down injured. What can you tell us about that?
Early Amy, that is a hamstring, so early indications. She'll assess it a bit more now, but if it's an hamstring, we just lost Charlie with the same thing, and Charlie's going to be 3-4 weeks, and I'm going to guess that he's going to probably be the same, unfortunately. So it's a big miss, because I was just saying a few minutes ago, I thought how good he was today. His chalk and cheese for his performance on Wednesday. I thought he was outstanding today. And the one thing with him, usually he makes all the right decisions, and it looked like he marched superbly today. Him and Dan on the back. So it'll be a big miss. The only good is that the new lad from Cambridge
gives him an opportunity.
Yeah, it'll give him an opportunity, and he's come on. He's only had a small part of the end, but we've gone down to 10 men, and he was very physical, so pleased. But yeah, look, Weddy's a worry. Hopefully it's whatever the least hamstring can be. Let's hope it's him. Hopefully.
Just looking at the goals themselves, particularly in the first half, Pemi scored against his old club. Obviously pleasing to see him get on target again. He's made a good impact since he come in for the club.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a good lad in the training sessions. He's a good lad in the changing room. He's got good personality, and he's working hard, and he runs. He's given us a different dimension that we probably haven't had in the past. We played with Bondi up top for a couple of seasons, and what Bondi gives you, which is work rate and effort, etc. You've now got Bondi playing behind him and Pemi up top, who's able to stretch defenders. So he's given us another string to our bow. So he's a good lad. But I thought today, young Dicko's come on left back. He's had half an hour. He's had to wait his chance. I thought he's done absolutely nothing wrong, because leading up to their goal, they were just starting to get on top of us a little bit down that right hand side, and he's come on there. And I think once he's got his foot into the game, I think that's not nullified them, but it's cut out that area that they were starting to get look dangerous. But yeah, and the young lad Daniel come on from Cambridge United Scholar. He's come on and he's done well as well. So that's a good thing. We know all about your Marshes and your Hunts, etc. But the lads coming on is now giving us strength in depth and gives us choices going forward, and we probably need them, unfortunately, with what's Weddy's hamstring.
Just a word for Dan Green as well. A couple of really key saves in the second half to make things less nervy for us than perhaps they needed to be. Yeah,
no, he started the season well. I mean, pre-season, like a lot of them, it was sort of a bit up and down. He was playing really well one game, not so good another game, but I think we just needed a little bit of luck in that first game, get bodies back. The last friendly against Spalding has given everybody a huge lift, because when everybody's available, we can play, and Dan Green's probably felt a lot more comfortable with who played in front of him that day, and he's took it on. I mean, again, I'm always looking to improve. That's 3 games, 3 wins, but no clean sheets yet. So again, you're always looking to strive. I mean, they take the P because I'm never happy, but you're always looking to better yourself. And today at 3-0 was probably a great opportunity to get the first clean sheet, because it's important that you get a clean sheet early doors and show the other clubs that we can score goals, but we can also keep clean sheets. But yeah, no, he's done well, Dan, and he's starting to command his box like he has done in the past. So yeah, looking good.
Name of the game in the FA Cup is obviously just to get through. Are we picking too much by thinking that we should have scored a lot more goals today? Even though we're sitting here talking about 12 goals in 3 games, and that we should have scored more goals.
We certainly had opportunities to. I mean, some of the movement and play today was exceptional. from a Kempston point of view, I think they struggled to stay with us. Now, they got 1 or 2 boys out today, which has made a difference for them, but we exploited that, if I'm honest with you. Some of the first half, I think we've sort of opened them up down the right, it's come to the left-hand side, and three of the lads have almost scuffed their efforts out, and George has cut in 2 or 3 times, got no power behind it. Second half's the same. I think Laurie had one. Bondi,
Tom's had one. He's gone in.
Yeah, well, I think it come off his knee or his shin or something, and it probably sums up the way we had to score the 3rd goal, because we weren't putting, we weren't giving ourselves that big breathing space, which I felt that if we got that, we could relax, and I thought that they would potentially then start to feel the game had gone away from them. We then get that scruffy one. Unfortunately, we gave them one back, and playing with 10 men the last sort of 5 minutes made it a bit nervy. But I can't moan at what we're scoring. I think we're up to sort of 12 goals, and if I'm not mistaken, we've already had 7 which is a hallmark of our team, isn't it? We don't rely on one player.
It was certainly a hallmark of the early days of the club.
Yeah,
we were scoring goals from all over.
Correct, and we get goals. What I like is we get goals from where Dan's popped up at centre half today, Nick's one. I'm certain Weddy will score goals. Laurie will definitely score goals. Simo will never score goals. But we will get them from all areas, and I think that's the good thing about our side. And what that does, of course, is when we play some of the big sides in our league before they've got whoever it be in their 9 shirt, and really the real big danger, because he's the guy getting the goals. Teams that are going to play us this season, if they turn up and go, right, look at our goal scoring stats, they're going to go, okay, and rightfully so, we're picking them up from everywhere. So yeah, please, could have had more, but we're through, and that's the important thing for our club, as you know.
Draw on Monday, James. Anyone in particular we're looking out for?
Not really, just pleased to be in it. We'll just give our best shot as we always do.
Home draw go down well, or
home would be nice.
We take anybody.
Home would be nice, but I don't think we're too fast, are we?
If we find
this is usually a question for Skip. Who do we need to play in the FA Cup, Skip?
Who do we want to play?
Yeah.
Probably Man United in the 3rd round. Would be my bet away. That'll be worth a few pounds.
And on that note, congratulations, chaps.
Thanks, Lee.
Cheers.